Now you get to watch me suffer in a different way. Yep. Welcome to watching me suffer in a whole new way. Okay. Perfect stream game, right, guys? I didn't actually think that would fit so perfectly right there. I was expecting that to happen. They fit so perfectly right there. That doesn't mean that's where they go. Do they fit otherwise? They do fit that way. There's not a 3 bird. You'll notice I refer to these birds by the amount of block they take up. They have names though. Actually, let me show you their names. Go back to main menu. Back to main menu. Collection. They all have names. Pip, Fog, Edie, Rubismond, Sam, Dino, Nico. We don't know what that one's called, but that's a funny looking shape. Bingo. They all got names. Got names. They get numbers in my book. They devolve into number. Okay. We don't got 2s. We don't got a 3, which means that doesn't quite. Ooh, no, we don't have that either. I don't think that guy works there. I don't think that's where that guy goes. I don't think that's where he goes. Do 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 do. Okay. I mean, this guy has 3 spots that they can go to. Exactly 3 spots. It's here. That's quick to narrow down. I'm gonna say that corner. We're putting them in the corner. Into the corner they go. That doesn't quite. Maybe like that. We don't have a 2 though. Don't have that either. We do have 1. But that doesn't work. We have 1. We have 1 1. I think I was wrong. I was simply incorrect. Maybe? No. Maybe? Maybe? I'm gonna sneeze. I was able to mute in time. I had that. That's how much time I had before I actually sneezed. I'm gonna put this guy over here. I need to figure out where you go. And you just... Maybe? That wouldn't work, but... Maybe something else works? Still like that one there. actually, that might work. That just might work. Possibly. Perhaps. No! To the spot! Yay! We did our puzzle! Streamiversary. Very special stream. I have to organize birds neatly. This is important. Penguin. Penguin. Penguin can go here. Penguin can also go here. Or here. Not a whole lot of spots for penguin. Excuse me. You can go there. And that seems like it, to be honest. That seems... Oh no, you can go there. You can go there. Maybe. But I think here makes the most sense because that works, maybe? I'm gonna put these guys in last. Oh, you fit so perfectly right there. Hmm. Huh. Oh, I think that works a little bit better, I think. Maybe. Possibly. I think that also works well there, but then how do you... Did I get too attached already to where some of these lads go? No, I feel like that's correct. But this might be... No, that doesn't work at all. That simply just doesn't work. But this... I think you've gotta go here. And you've gotta go here. I think that's just how that has to go. Because then you can go here. You can go there. That's a problem. I sense a problem. Maybe not. Maybe not a problem. Maybe a problem. That doesn't quite work, actually. What if you go there? You move. No, you need to stay there. No, I think that's... I still feel like that's correct. It could be wrong. Isn't this is the most entertaining of streams, guys. I'm so good at streaming. The birds are important. How did I sit that there before? That wouldn't work. Do you guys have a favorite bird? You'll never guess what my favorite bird is. Never. Impossible. Impossible, yes. It's impossible. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Still doesn't work. Maybe I got too attached to that being a thing. But then, where else could you possibly go? I think you have to go there. But that doesn't mean you have to go there, because you can also go there. But you can't, because there's only one. There's only one spot for you. You can only go here, which means I need to figure this out. Do 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 do. That's not correct, though. It's just... what am I not seeing? I'm putting them all away. Okay. I'm fairly certain this has to go here, but... because that doesn't work. Could that work? No. That wouldn't work. Maybe? Maybe? If... no... because that still has to go there. Oh boy. I think this has to go here. I think this has to go here. I think I just had to figure out where the rest go. And I'm sure I will. There's an answer here somewhere that I am not seeing. not solve my dilemma. No. That simply doesn't work there. No. No. Even in theory, that doesn't work. No, that doesn't make sense either. It has to go. Right here. That's where that has to go. And this has to go here, and that means that has to go here, and that has to go there, but then that doesn't work. That doesn't work. This could work, but then that doesn't work. But then this could work. And then this could go here. You could go there. I feel like I'm closer, and yet still so far from the answer. Yay, we did it. I'm going to bed. Good night. Rest well. Orb. Oh, that's a lot of big birds. A lot of big birds. We need at least a 3. Oh, you can go there or there. Or there. There. I want to put you there. I don't know if that's going to work, but we're going to find out. We're just having fun with it. We're being silly and having fun with it. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I don't think you go there. Do 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 do. Nope. Nope. That's a nope. That's a negative. I feel like that feels so kind of fitting perfectly. Oh. I don't think that helped. But interesting. Didn't consider that move. No. What a strange shape. I don't think that works with anything. It'd be 3, which wouldn't work either. Nope. 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 Maybe? Nah. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe like that? Still keep wanting to do that, but that's not gonna work. It doesn't really work anywhere else either. So I think I have to put this guy over here. No, that still doesn't quite work unless I do that. That should work. No. Maybe. And that's not quite right either. Go back here. We don't have a guy that'd fit there. We also don't have a guy that'd fit there. We do have one that would fit there. Okay, okay. Maybe we're getting somewhere. Maybe. Possibly. Perhaps. I think in that case, I have to go there, but then that happens. Maybe... Unless... No. No. I am slightly stumped a little bit. I'm gonna try this one again. If that goes there, then that's kind of gotta go there. Or... I don't think we've tried this yet. Da, 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 da. Ooh, maybe. Not sure that did the right thing that I wanted it to do. No, because that... No. But... Not quite. Just not quite. Just not quite. Right. I feel like it's something like that, though. That feels... Free... I'm not sure. No, it doesn't work the same there. It works kind of perfectly right there. But maybe... It also works perfectly right there. I keep thinking that guy can fit there. He cannot. Because in that case, little guy gets to go there. Gats to go. Gats to go. And go there. No. I don't think this is working either. There's a spot right there. No. Okay. I feel like this has to be where they go. I mean, I guess they don't have to go together. It doesn't work. That don't work either. It only works that way. That doesn't work there or there. So close and yet so far. Cursed. Cursed. No. No. No, none of that works. That doesn't work either. That also doesn't work. I did it. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Gosh. I got a new bird. Mango. Among all the puffins, Mango is especially daring. She always finds the highest cliffs to jump off of and the deepest trenches to dive into. The other birds think she's super cool. Hell yeah. Yippee indeed. We got access to a new bird. Wow, look at this shape. Look at this bird. Look at this bird. Spin, 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 spin. Spin, spin. All right. You are the largest of the birds. Where are all the spaces you can fit? Basically over here, anywhere. And then if you fit here, you fit very specifically. So maybe there? You fit so specifically there. Perhaps there. Perhaps there. We have a 3? We do not have a 3. Donut. Donuts? Sorry. I made somebody want donuts there, I know it. Hmm. 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 Not quite. Possibly not there. Oh, gotta put them upside down. Hmm. 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 Problems. Potentially working them out? Yeah. Oh, that also... No, that doesn't work. I think that's where she's gotta go. Which makes me tempted to put that guy there. Hmm. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Just nuh-uh. Okay, maybe I got too attached to all this way too quickly. Oh, you can also fit quite nicely there. You'll feel the need to put you there. Not sure if that's correct, but we'll find out. Maybe there? No. No. Maybe you don't go here. Hmm. Puff. That's a problem. Also a problem. Hmm. Hmm. I'll put you back here. Hmm. Hmm. Merp. Merp. Nope, it's a different shape. You could go there. That would work. Maybe. You can also go there. But that's funky shape. Doesn't want to work. Hmm. I mean, maybe? Nope, that still doesn't. Nope. I don't know. Hmm. I don't know. It's got me lost. I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm lost. Rah. I'm gonna refresh it. I don't want to stretch. I think we're gonna have a quick little break here. I'm gonna leave the music on. Hopefully. No, it's not there. Hold up. Audio. Nope. Audio. Did it? Boop. Boop. Hello. I'm back. Sorry that took a bit. I had a snack. And I wasn't gonna be able to talk while eating, so I also got a hot chocolate. I'm glad you can hear the game now. That's like a little bit awkward. Yeah, I'll turn it up even more. Is that loud enough now? Blare the silly music in your ears. It's such a cute game. I think we'll do... we'll try and do this one more puzzle, and then I'll think of switching it up to something else. Because I am indecisive. Do do do. Do 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 No. Unless that works better. If I just keep trying, maybe it'll work. Feel like I'm closer, and yet farther away. Well, that might be something, but then can't put you there. And I can't put you there. That doesn't actually work. Versus. And then there, and then... No, that doesn't work either. Not quite. Mm-mm. Doesn't work either. Not quite either. Rah. Struggle. The struggle is real. I'm just throwing things everywhere. Seeing what sticks. That doesn't work because where does the chicken go? Where does the chicken go? Calmly places the birds elsewhere. Da da da. Da da da. But then where does that guy go? I don't know. Where did he go? Because he can't go there. And he can't go there. And that guy can't go there. And I struggle. And maybe this bird goes here. But then that doesn't really make sense. And that doesn't really work. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. That doesn't really work. And that doesn't really work. Rah! Yeah. Just commit. Commit to it all. No, that doesn't work because that doesn't work. That doesn't work because it doesn't work. Biz, hello. Yo, thank you for the subscription. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to me struggling with bird. I struggle with the birds. I struggle with the birds. It's bird struggling time. It doesn't quite work. Observe. Does not quite work. Not quite. What if I did slightly differently? I don't know. Or puzzles. Puzzles indeed. We be struggling with the puzzles. It's also kind of a very chill celebration of my Streamiversary and my birthday. And apparently I decided to suffer with birds. Why am I doing this to myself? And I know it hurts to watch. I know. Ah. Let's try a different strategy then. Something... Nope, that doesn't work. And that guy can't go there. Maybe there. Maybe he can go there. He can't go there because this guy has to go there. Because he can only fit over here or over here. And that's the problem with that. I don't think that matters. Boop. Hydrate time. I shall. I don't remember if I responded to you saying happy anniversary and happy birthday. And early birthday. I don't remember. Immediately forgot. Got sucked right into the puzzles. But thank you. Puzzle. 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 What if that? No, that did not help. Unless... I don't think it helped. I want to put it there. Where do I put you? Where do you go? Does that? Could that even work? No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I am cursed. I am cursed with puzzle. Puzzle struggles. Puzzle struggles. No. 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 How strange. You can go there. That's not interesting. I didn't consider putting you there. I don't think you go there. In the bird. Ah! So far, the last hour of the stream is mostly me going. That's just this game. That's what this game is. What else could I possibly request? That's not what I want to say. Maybe? I'm scared to continue. Oh, I don't think that works there. I don't... Nope. But I'm close to something here. I think. Maybe. Possibly. Da 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 da. That doesn't work though. That doesn't work there. Just work. It doesn't work there. Yeah. Rage against the birds. I sure sound angry. No, I keep thinking that's gonna work, and it doesn't work. I don't know why. I reversed the shape. I feel like I've done this already. Feel like I've done that before. But maybe it's different this time? Maybe I'm built different this time. I need to make that... I don't think that works. It does not. That doesn't work either. Actually, it doesn't work either. It was new, but that doesn't mean it's better. It doesn't help though. It just doesn't help. Did that fit there? No, it could not. Maybe... Maybe? Possibly? Maybe? Maybe? Nope. There's a square there. Rah! Rage against the bird. This chicken cannot go there, and this cannot go there, and that cannot go there. It simply does not work. I think we need to play something else. I'm going insane. I'm going a little bit crazy. One more time. I'm not going crazy, you're going crazy. See, we're trying something different. So different. So different. That simply doesn't want to work. It simply does not want to work. No. No. No, no. Okay, we need to play something else. We need to play something else before I lose my mind.